Okay, it is Crystal, and I am the founder of Team Pay It Forward. I just wanted to make a quick video tonight about inviting. I was talking to a coach earlier, and she was saying, I see that it says that we should be inviting ideally 3 to 5 times a day, but what the heck? How do I go about this? What do I do with it? So I decided to make a quick little video about inviting and how we can do this. So that's inviting is one of our 3 vital behaviors. It's something that we should be aiming to do on a daily basis because honestly, we can't help anybody unless we invite them. Most people, some people will, but most people are not going to just come out of the blue and approach you and say, hey, what are you doing? I want to do it too. Can you help me? Most people need to be invited to the opportunity. They will not pursue you. So in order to help people, you have to put yourself out there and invite them. So here's what you need to do in order to do that. I'm going to give you 3 ways to invite, but first we need to talk about forming. And so forming, it stands for family, occupation, recreation, and message. And so when you form somebody, you are establishing a relationship with them. You are connecting with them. And so you're basically learning either something about their family, something about their job, their occupation, or something about their recreation, their hobbies, what they do in their free time, stuff like that. So basically, you start forming with people and establishing relationships. How do you do that? Well, on Facebook and on Instagram, you basically start going through your newsfeed and set a timer because this can easily get out of control. You can easily get caught up in the newsfeed. So set a timer if you're one of those people who you know that will happen to. I know I am. And start going through your newsfeed and connecting with people. Commenting genuinely on what they have to say. If someone posts a picture, of their kids and you happen to think that they're cute, say so. If someone says something about how they had a rough day, offer an encouraging word. A lot of times it's basically just the things that we're already thinking in our head, but that we usually just don't take the time to write down. You just have a conversation with people. People appreciate being noticed. People appreciate a genuine comment or starting of a conversation. It makes them feel important and special, and everyone likes to feel like that. So just actively starting to connect with people and forming with people is how you start to build and establish a relationship. And so from there, that is where you would go and start inviting people. Not before that. You want to establish the relationship first, because if you start just inviting people right off the bat without having any kind of connection with them or anything, it seems very salesy, and that's exactly what we don't want to be. We want to be sharing an opportunity, sharing what we're already passionate about and what we know what works, sharing our story. We don't want to sell. So selling is just a dirty word, it seems like, right? So we'd rather share. And that's what's most important about establishing the relationship first. So that way you're sharing. We have something that can help a lot of people and can help anyone. And everyone can get a little bit better by, getting healthier and getting fit. And we have the opportunity to help them with that. But that being said, even though we know that we have some great stuff to offer and that we can really help people change their lives for the better, you need to not just go and attack it just because you're so excited and so passionate. You actually have to really try and connect with somebody first and see, what they're into and see what they like and what they don't like and stuff like that. So it's really actually establishing the relationship first. So after we've done that, after we've formed with people, after we've connected with people, then that's when we start the personal inviting. And the personal inviting is probably the thing that works the best and that you should be doing most often. Personal inviting is sending a private message or messaging on Instagram a direct message, and basically you want to, what do we call, Oreo cookie it or sandwich it. You want to say something about something that you've noticed that's going on in their life, something that you've been commenting on, something that maybe they said something about, something about their fitness or something about their health, and that's why you're approaching them, or maybe they didn't, but you just thought of them for a specific reason. So you would want to say something personal to them, and then you would want to invite them to the opportunity that you have, whether it's a challenge group that you're starting, a fitness support group, or a new program that you think would really be awesome for them and that they would really enjoy, or if it's for the coaching opportunity, and a little something, not a whole lot, because you don't want to overwhelm them with a lot of information and stuff right off the bat. Less is usually more when you're first connecting with somebody, but a little bit of information about the coaching opportunity. So you would put it out there and you would invite somebody. Remember, again, saying why you think that they would be interested in what you're inviting them to. And then you would finish it off by saying something along the lines of, something that you've noticed or that you've been connecting with them about. So, looking at their Facebook page or looking at their Instagram page and noticing something that's happened in their life. Maybe they just had a fun vacation this past weekend. And so you comment something like that. Oh my gosh, your vacation looked really awesome. I hope you're, back and ready to take action and you're well rested, or something about like maybe they just did something with their kids, or it was their kid's birthday party, or like, oh, I hope so and so's birthday went really well, looking forward to hearing what you have to say soon, or something like that. So really finishing it off, knowing, letting the person know that you actually are paying attention to what's going on in their life, and that you are connecting with them, and you know that they're a real person. You're not just in it for the sale. You really truly want to help them. And so that you would kind of deliver it through a private message in that way, with someone that you've already been establishing a relationship with, right? So that is probably the best way to go about messaging and inviting people. And it is something where you will hear a lot of no's initially. A lot of times people aren't interested in what we have to offer, but it's planting the seed as well. And a lot of times people don't realize what it is that we do. They don't realize that we're coaches. And so it's opening the door. So that way someone knows what you're doing. Someone knows that you've thought of them. And then maybe down the road when they're ready, they'll come back and they'll ask you for help. So the second way of inviting is basically a call to action type of post. And so as we are forming with people, the more that you, on Facebook, the more that you are commenting on someone else's page and someone else's posts, then the more you're going to show up in their newsfeed. It's just one of those things, the way it works out with social media. So you're showing up more in their newsfeed, and so somebody will see a call to action post that you have, like a join my fitness support group, or I'm looking for 2 more people to help me run my challenge group, or I've started this awesome new program and I am, I have 5 spots for private mentoring to do it with me, or whatever you happen to say, something about the What Is Coaching call, whatever your call to action is, that is a way to invite, and you can get some response from that as well. So remember though, you have to be connecting with people initially, informing with people and establishing the relationship first, and then they will be able to see what you have to offer. So then you put out those call to action posts a couple of times a week. You want to be putting those out there at the highly opportune times where a lot of people are on. Friday nights are great. Sunday nights are great. But think about who you're trying to reach out to, who is in your general network of people, what their age range is, when they're on social media. And so think about who you're connecting with, and then reach out to those people at that time, and try and put it out there, a call to action type post at a time where a lot of people will actually see it. So that would be another way to invite. Then the third way is to do an event invite. And I don't like to use this very often personally because I personally feel like if I do it too much, then people will start to ignore them. So I typically use it for my free groups that I host, or for a very big deal as far as like a new program coming out. But so a great way to reach out to people and connect with people that maybe you've totally didn't even think about, inviting to the fitness opportunity or inviting to your challenge group or anything like that. A great way to reach people is through an event invite for a free group. So say you're running a free clean eating group and you put out an event invite and you invite the majority of the people on your friends list. And then it gives people an opportunity. It's something that's free. It's not intimidating because they don't have to pay for anything. They don't have to buy anything. You're not trying to sell them anything. You are genuinely trying to help them learn something and get some better habits, teach them a little bit something. And so people usually will respond to that, and you will find people that you didn't even know or that you never would have approached, and they'll be interested. So it kind of opens the door to have a conversation to potentially helping them down the road with their health and fitness, with the opportunity for coaching or whatever it is. So putting it out there, excuse me, and an event invite can also be very rewarding as well. And like I said, I like to do that with the free groups most of the time. So those are the three I think top ways to go about inviting. Remember, you want to form first. You want to establish the relationship. You want to connect with people. That's the number one most important thing. But honestly, everyone can benefit from what we have to offer because we have a solution to help with people's health and fitness. And then we also have, a great opportunity as far as living your life by design, and just really paying it forward with the coach opportunity. So I believe that, most everyone out there can benefit from what we have to offer. So it's just establishing those relationships, putting it out there, and getting in front of more people. So that way, you're planting the seeds and you're putting it out there. So that way, when people are ready, they come to you, they have their relationship with you, they've established that connection with you, and then they come to you for help. So I hope that will help a little bit, and if you have any questions, please post below and let me know what they are. I'd love to answer them, and I look forward to seeing what this year brings for you guys. Have a great night.